Three men were thrashed by an angry mob in Manipuri in Uttar Pradesh after they killed a teenage girl who resisted their attempt to rape her. The men were apprehended as they tried to make the death of the girl look like a suicide. The brutes were thrashed by the mob and then handed over to the police.
तीन लड़के हैं पास के राजापुर गांव के, उनके द्वारा इसके साथ मारपीट की गई और इसको पेड़ में लटका दिया गया, जहां इसकी मृत्यु हो गई है। तीनों आरोपियों को गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया है। अभी तय प्राप्ति नहीं हुई है, जैसी तय प्राप्त हुई तत्काल मुकदमा काम कर हम कार्रवाई करेंगे।
सर बताया जा रहा है प्रथम दृष्टया क्या लग रहा है सर?
समस्या हत्या लग रही है, आगे बाकी पीएम रिपोर्ट में आएगा वैसे कार्रवाई।
सर बताया जा रहा है पब्लिक के लोगों ने पकड़ा तीन लोगों को।
पब्लिक यहाँ आ गई थी, उनको घेर लिया गया था, सूचना आई तो अपनी कोबरा हमारी पहुँच गई थी और मौके पकड़ लिया गया।
Well, so there you heard the police version that indeed it was the people, the local residents who handed over the culprits to the police. Of course, they were beaten up as well by the local residents. Now, this is a murder, alleged murder that took place in Manipuri in Uttar Pradesh, where the victim was allegedly raped and then hung to give the impression of her committing suicide. Three men were thrashed by an angry mob after they killed this teenage girl who resisted their rape attempts. The men were apprehended as they tried to make the death of the girl look like a suicide. They were earlier thrashed by the mob and then handed over to the police. Amir Haq joining us on the phone line. Amir, again, extremely disturbing to see that these are the kind of incidents that are happening with an alarming regularity. Once again, a rape and a murder in UP. Amir, if you can update us with this latest case that we are reporting from Manipuri in Uttar Pradesh.
Definitely is a very shocking case indeed, because this is quite reflective of the situation of law and order on the ground. It's absurd that these three accused over there, they indulged in an attempt to rape. And after there was resistance offered by the girl who was actually returning from a school after Gandhi Jayanti celebrations. They not just strangled her to death, they also kind of suspended her body from a tree, trying to give an impression that she had committed suicide. Thankfully, there were some people who were present there and who actually caught hold of these three accused, red-handed, and they were then handed over to the police. And it was only after that this entire incident came to light. So definitely reflective of deteriorating law and order situation on the ground, and the manner in which brazenly these accused and criminals basically attempt to commit incidents like these.
Right, and again the question arises, why is it that policing is not effective enough to prevent such crimes? Because look at this case again. Here is a school girl returning from her school. On her way back home, like you said, after celebrating Gandhi Jayanti, she meets with this kind of a fate. And this is not the first time that we have seen such an incident take place. Very similar in previous cases as well, where women, teenage girls and school children are attacked on their way to school.
But clearly, Afrida, that's the question being raised by the common people out here. Initially, about
yes.
Such incidents of violence against women, eve-teasing and incidents of rape, but it doesn't actually seem to have any effect on the ground. And this entire incident is quite reflective of this situation on the ground. That these criminals, definitely lawless people, actually have no fear of the law, which is why perhaps they're resorting to these kinds of incidents quite in the open.
There is something horribly wrong with UP police, because on one hand you will shoot a person for not stopping a car, on the other hand, where your job is actually to prevent these crimes, that doesn't seem to be happening. Thanks for joining us, Amir.